Hello friends, in today's video I spend the better chunk of my day putting out all the clutter fires that have sprung up around my house. With a large family, it can happen so quick no matter how diligent you are. I get my room put back in order, I get spring decor put up in the attic that's been laying around for weeks, I finally get laundry put away that sat all weekend long in its clothes basket, I get all my carpets swept and floors mopped, and last but not least, I get my kitchen back into working order. Then I end my video with the latest tour of our basement, where you will find most of the drywall done and some of the mudding started. So pop my video on your TV, tablet, or phone and clean along with me, or sit back and relax with your favorite drink and stockpile that cleaning motivation for future use. Hope you enjoy! Don't forget to like my video, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and click that bell notification for more inspiring motivational videos. Let's be friends on Instagram too. You can find me at Home with Elizabeth. Alright, I'm just giving you a little look at what my room looks like. Water cups on the nightstands, on the dresser, clothes piled up, towels on the floor. Those are my pillowcases, my spring pillowcases that I finally got washed, and they've been sitting on my dresser for a while, so I'm going to get those in the attic. But just, normal everyday clutter in this bedroom. A lot of it has to do with the dog's kennels being in here. It's hard to get in, especially my closet, unless I, finagle them around. So we're just going to get this bed made, and then we're going to move to the dresser. I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Elizabeth. I'm a 50-year-old stay-at-home wife and mom to 7 adult/teenage children. I have 2 girls aged 26 and 22. They both live outside of the home. They have their own apartments and, their own careers. And then I have 3 boys aged 19, 16, and 14. My 19-year-old just finished his freshman year of college, so he's here only about part-time, not even really part-time, mostly just summer and like a winter, like Christmas time. And then I'm also an auntie to 2 additional teenage boys, 15-year-old twins. They're my nephews that I got custody of about 2 years ago. So in my house, I have 4 teenage boys full-time, and then my oldest son part-time. On my channel, you'll find cleaning inspiration, cleaning motivation, a little bit of decor, a little bit of like organization and decluttering. You'll find a lot of real life. You'll just find me being me. So right now, these are my youngest son's clothes, and his clothes basket is kept in our room because, he doesn't have a room right now. He's bunking with his older brother in the middle room in the house. And I'm just going through his clothes and just making sure they're right side out and gathering them up if they're on the floor, just so that I can eventually get them ready to be washed. Now we're just going to get these. Do I hang up my husband's clothes? These are my husband's shirts. Now he does his own laundry, usually on the weekends, and those shirts are what are hung up like on my rack downstairs. He doesn't dry them. So a lot of times if they're still hanging there, on the next day that I go do laundry, I will bring them up for him. Sometimes I'll just lay them nicely on the bed and leave them for him, or sometimes like today I will get them on hangers and then I'll either leave them on the bed or sometimes I'll hang them up. I'm doing other things in the bedroom and probably hanging up my clothes, so I figure I'll just do a little favor for him and get his stuff hung up. This way too, it's easier for me to like clean off his dresser and just straighten it up. All right, this is our attic. This door is right outside my bedroom, and I'm just putting my pillowcases away. I put my spring decor away a while ago. I also wanted to give you guys just a little look at our attic. Someone mentioned they wondered how big it was and how much room we had, and so I told them the next time I'm up here that I will just grab some film of it. So I'll show you guys how giant our attic is. So these tubs are just what I keep my seasonal decor in, like for the smaller holidays, not Christmas and not like fall, Halloween. Mostly just, like I said, the smaller ones like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, spring decor, Easter decor. And I just keep them right there at the top of the step. And so this is kind of, see, those are the full steps up to it. And this, it's like a full-size door and it just has like a little slide lock on it. And then I'm going to show you our light switch and the note on it that's probably been there since the house was built in 1960. Do not turn off the bottom switch because that is our attic fan that is on a like a thermostat, and if it gets above a certain degree in our attic, it kicks on. I just showed you my canister there for my vacuum, and I will show you how much dust that I pick up in this room. Our house is so dusty. I've been on my husband. We have 2 brand new furnace filters downstairs that they just need changed. And I've been on him just to do it. And I need to just like walk him down there and be like, okay, change the furnace filter. And I am using, this is my Dyson V10 Animal. I think that's what it is. I think it's the Animal. I bought it back in 2020, shortly after the pandemic started. I found it on clearance at Lowe's. I think I paid about $2.99 for it. It's wonderful. Now, about a year ago, the battery started dying. And then about 6 months ago, has it been 6 months? Maybe not quite 6 months. Maybe about 4 months. I finally bought a new battery on Amazon for about, I think I paid $40 for it, and it's like a brand new vacuum. I can vacuum my whole house with it, and I love it. And then see that dust and fuzz that I've swept up? This is cardboard that's been in my room forever. It's a shoebox. It's a box that we had for moving. I mean, they've just been shoved in the corner of the room by my garbage, and I'm like, I am finally getting them out of here. So that's what I did. That's what that black garbage bag is. And I eventually add some more stuff to it today. So these are towels in the top, and I believe it's my youngest son's in the bottom. The towels have been sitting there for about 3 days, folded in their clothes basket, so I'm going to finally get those put away. And I think I cut it out, but I do call my son out, and he takes his clothes basket downstairs. So this is just our hall closet where I'm putting away some sheets. Those were the sheets from their beds downstairs, and so that should tell you how long they have been sitting around. We've taken their beds down from, starting the basement. And then here, does anyone else do this? Like, I'm short girl problems, and I just use whatever I can to like put things up in high cupboards. And of course they start to fall, and I used my quick lightning reflexes there to stop it. I'm happy to report that nothing fell on the ground, so girl must have did good. So now the light string was under all the sheets and stuff, so I did just have to finagle it out so I could turn off the light. Alright, and so now we are, oh, I know what we're doing here. So here, that's my son's clothes basket, and it just disappeared. That's because I had him take it downstairs. This is other stuff that's just been sitting around the house. My lacrosse bag, my little, that's like a little rug doctor that I use to clean up dog accidents. We use them a lot, so they just sit around, but I'm like, I finally need to put them away. All right, we have moved into my living room area, and this is the office area behind it. I'm just going to get it straightened up. So my desk area was not too messy today, but as always, this shoe clothes basket is a wreck. So I'm just gonna sort it out and make sure everyone only has one pair in here, and then take the other ones back to where they belong. So I emptied my canister, and I'm just gonna vacuum it out. It gets some dirt and grass in it. Will tell you, most of those shoes I took out of there were mine. All right, we are just gonna get all of this carpet vacuumed now. I'm gonna apologize if you hear noise outside. It sounds like they're using clippers, and then my children are starting to wake up, and so there are some slamming doors. So my children's new passion is pickleball, and they will just come in the house and lay their stuff on either to the left there on my bookshelf or in front of us on the fireplace. And that was my middle son's stuff, and I just was telling him, I'm gonna put your pickleball stuff away. All right, I'm even getting the towel here in front of my front door mopped. So this is the Tinco S5 Floor 1 Smart Vacuum Mop. It's something like that, friends. I'll probably put it up on the screen. It's such a long name. And it had been a while since I had washed those tiles, so I was getting it done. So this is my oldest son's clothes basket. This was actually filmed when he was on vacation with his friends. And it was just, he left it in the living room because I thought it needed folded. But as you saw there, after I just folded that one little jacket, like nothing else needed folded. So it actually just gets pushed around the house because, again, he doesn't have a room because, you know, his room is in the basement and he actually sleeps in the living room. So I just try and contain the chaos within the clothes basket. So you saw me, I just kind of fixed my couch cushions and my pillows, and now we're going to get this living room vacuumed. And I always spend a little extra time right there in front of that gate because it gets so dirty, because that's like one of the highest trafficked places. So that's why I always spend a little extra time there vacuuming it, all different ways so that I can get as much dust and dirt up out of the thick carpet as I can. Yeah. So we've moved into the hallway and we are just going to get it vacuumed. And I will admit, I need to get my corded vacuum out and vacuum all of my carpets, even though, like, look how much stuff I pick up. Like, even though this vacuum picks up a lot of stuff, I need to get my corded out and just give all the carpets a good vacuuming with that. We have moved into this kitchen and we are just going to get it cleaned up. It needs, like, just decluttered.
I'm back.
What'd you do? Beat him up?
No, I barely tapped his nose with my foot. Oh, sorry, Mom. I was in your video.
Okay. Yeah. Girl. And I need to point out, I don't know if I do it in this video, we're going to find out here in a second, but it just reminds me this view. In one of my last videos, I wipe my table like this, get my benches up, and then I promptly take my dog's bed and put it right on top of the clean table. And one of you guys pointed out how funny that was. Not funny, haha, but and I was like, you know what? I didn't even realize I was doing it until they pointed it out. But thankfully, the dog bed is gone. They never laid on it, and like if they did, like they puked on it like twice, and like I had to wash it twice. So it was like, ugh, we're just getting rid of it. All right, this end of the kitchen is so cluttered. As you can see, everything is just piled up. Like there's breakfast dishes and there's lunch boxes and just so much stuff, friends. So we're just going to put our heads down and get this cleaned. Oh, for a minute there, I couldn't remember why I slowed this clip down, but let's all have a good laugh at my youngest son's sock tan. It was so funny when I was editing this. I called him in there and I'm like, but when he first walked into the kitchen, I thought he had like brown leggings on. Yeah, it was just funny. So just have a little chuckle at his nice sock tan. All right, we are going to get the dining room area here mopped with my Timco. And my pups are funny. They're not scared of like the vacuum or the Timco thing here. They're just more curious. So what's going on right now is it just told me that my clean water tank is empty. So I'm just going to show you guys how I fill it. I keep my cleaner under the sink here, and it's the original bottle that I got with it. We're still using it, and it calls for a capful. I don't think I ever put a full capful in, only because I also don't ever fill it all the way up, because I like using hot water. So I usually just put in it what I'm going to use that day. And I also don't put the soap in before I fill it, because it bubbles up. So I fill it with water, and then I'll dump my cleaner in. And sometimes I will tip it, like, to kind of mix it. Sometimes I don't. But I'm messy, so I always have to wipe it off. See there, I just kind of tipped it, kind of mixed the solution in. Now we're just going to get this floor finished. But as I was saying about the pups, they're just more curious about, like, the machines I use. And I can mop and vacuum with them in the rooms, because as you see, they just come and look and maybe sniff around. But they'll just move to a different section when I come near them to, like, mop or vacuum. And luckily with this, it dries pretty quick, that it doesn't really cause any problems when they go into a spot where I just vacuumed and mopped. All right, friends, we're just working to get everything put where it needs to go. So stuff in the trash. I take some of the recycling out. And then, like, I get the dirty dishes over by the sink. And then I stepped in something there. I don't know what. I think that's why I took my socks off. But then I get, like, the dishwasher loaded, and I get anything washed that needs washed. I have a lunchbox that I need to empty that I took to, my son's had a football scrimmage, and I packed a bunch of fruit and stuff in it that just needed put away. But that's one thing about such a large family. At least I think it is. I don't know if maybe it's like this for every family. It's just, everything just gets cluttered so quickly. There's limited space, and there's X amount of bodies that, are going in and out of that space all day long. And, just stuff just piles up no matter how much I stay on top of it. And I'm okay with that, I get annoyed, I do, but, I mean, it is what it is, it's just real life, it's what I want to do. I mean, I guess I want to do it. It makes me, feel good to take care of the house and my family. All right, we have my barkeeper's friend. It's the liquid, and we're going to get these sinks scrubbed out. They needed it badly. So we are just going to get these little bit of dishes that I hand washed and in my dish drainer to dry. All right, now we're going to get the second side clean. And you can kind of see there at the back of the sink how like splotchy and it is. Oh, I also have to point out, see that my pump is gone. So this sink had a like a soap thing down below it with that pump, but I didn't use it. And it turned, like it wasn't like it was stationary, so it always moved. And I finally got my husband to take it off and put in like that cap that seals it. So much nicer to not deal with it. All right, we are going to get these counters sprayed off. I'm just using my Mrs. Meyer's Dandelion scent, which it is quickly becoming my favorite scent of theirs, even like better than the peppermints. It just is so fresh smelling. So here is the lunchbox I'm emptying, and I want to tell you, I didn't show it. I wish I would have, but I opened those strawberries and I took a bite. They were not good. I promptly went over to the trash and spit them out. Yeah, luckily I didn't get sick. All right, and last but not least, we're going to get this stove area cleaned and wiped up, and then we are going to get this side of the kitchen mopped. And if you're new around here, I do use an antibacterial spray if I know something's on the counter. I mostly use my Mrs. Meyer's like after breakfast or lunch where there's not been any like raw food. It's basically just to wipe up the crumbs and the dust and stuff like that. In a few of my videos, like where I've shown myself putting a meal together, or a recipe together, and I've used chicken, I do have like spick and span that I use. So don't think that I don't like clean the germs in my kitchen. I really do. All right, friends, we have about 3 minutes left, and actually 2 of those I think is mostly the basement. So I'm going to end the video right now, and I want to thank you for being here and for joining me and supporting me. I appreciate it so much. You guys will probably never know how much I appreciate it. If I could ask you to do one thing, could you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up? And if you feel inclined to, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Just to say hey, or let me know what you're doing and how your summer's been going so far. It really helps get my channel out there for other people who might need cleaning motivation or cleaning inspiration, especially if they're down and think that, you know, they're alone out there and there's no one else like them. You know, they just need to know that there are people out there like them, and we are not afraid to show it. So friends, I will see you in the next video, and have a great day. right, this is actually late at night, as I don't know if you can tell, so it's going to be a little dark towards the end. But we're actually coming in the other way too. We're coming in from the outside door. But this is the front room. As you can see, they don't have the closet done or any of that drywall up between the rooms. But all the other drywall was up. And then we're going to go back and we're going to go into the family room and the middle room, and you're going to see that all the drywall's up and they've actually started doing the mud, which is just the stuff that they cover all the nail holes and seams and stuff with. So we are coming right along, friends. It's so exciting.